You guys had a great weekend. How about the Hogs, right? We're headed to Omaha. Right now, we're not going to let, though. Let's talk about the showers and storms that are out there and then what happens tonight into the overnight and into tomorrow. Looking live southbound from Walton out towards Uptown Rogers. More cranes out in the distance. That must mean another building's going up. It is. It's the Visionary. That's the latest addition to the skyline over there. We are still tracking some storms, though they've yet to appear here on the southbound shot. Let's see what temperatures are doing. Right now, we're in the 80s. The reason I wanted to pull these up is because if you look on the just to the north, on the other side of this front, see these 60s here? So you have 60s. Locally, we've got some 80s. Down south, 90s even. So we've got a couple different things going on. Let me clear it up like this. It looks better like that, right? So you've got the warm front, and you also have a cold front to the north. The storms developing in our area right now are north of the warm front. They're elevated storms. They don't pose much of a severe risk. The storms that form along that cold front, that front later tonight into the overnight, that one will pose a severe risk. Though the severe risk with this one isn't quite as high as it's been with the last few that have moved through. This is going to be somewhere in the 4 o'clock in the morning range. It'll be late night, but it should be out of here by the morning drive. At least that's the way it's trending right now. And if that's the case, should be in for some great weather because on the flip side of this thing, guys, the other side of this front, there's going to be dry air. And I'm talking low temperatures in like the upper 50s and low 60s. It's going to feel comfortable outside, really pleasant, and with some unusually nice June weathers. Well deserved break too after all the stuff we've seen, right? All right, so let's get to radar and talk about what it looks like right now. This is a look at the showers and storms rolling in from the northwest to the southeast. One of the reasons they're moving in this direction, I can probably illustrate it a little bit better here, is that north, that west southwest flow in the atmosphere. Yeah, there you go. You can follow the mid-level flow here. You can see how they're moving from north to south, while these storms that are in Oklahoma are going to move more east to west as they make their way into the area. So that's the overall pattern that we're seeing as far as the storms go. And if we zoom into these storms, we'll see we've got a nice little cell here near Bella Vista and Hiwassee. That's moving to the east. That one looks like it may get into North Bentonville, maybe. Maybe on the north side, more towards Bella Vista, it looks like on its current track. You can see these weakening in intensity as they move south. We had a couple near Decatur, some heavy downpours, but those have weakened to light to moderate rain showers that are about to move into Rogers. And it looks like this one to the west, it was severe for a while, had a reported 60 mile per hour wind gust. That one has also been allowed to expire. And you can, if I zoom out, you can really see the weakening trend of the showers and storms that are north of the front. Remember? Now let's go south of the front. Let's look at these nasty things. Good grief. These are tornado warned storms. These are out there around Ardmore and Sulphur. These are some nasty ones too. And I bet if we look at some rotation, we'd probably even see some this far out in the yeah, look at that, near the town of Springer. And this is sampling, how high are we, guys? Let's see. We're 23,000 feet into the atmosphere from this Doppler radar site in Fort Smith. Wild. You can see the rotation, some deep rotation in those storms. Thankfully, nothing like that. That complex is organizing and it drops to the southeast. It is going to be close to making its way into the area, but I think that highest risk stays in southeast Oklahoma, more towards the Red River Valley. Look at the radar locally. Here's what's happening as we take a look at those storms from the north. You can see those tornado warnings here down towards the south. I'm going to shift it back to a local radar real quick just so we can get a feel for those storms in Benton County. Looking at it now, that cell I just mentioned a moment ago on Analyst out towards Hiwassee is right there along Highlands Boulevard and Evington Road. And this is some heavy, heavy rain. We've already had a lot of heavy rain in Bella Vista, right? I mean, the lakes are just plumb full with all the rainfall we've seen. We also have some light to moderate showers that are ongoing around Tater Black out there towards Northwest 3rd and North Walton Boulevard. That's going to track towards Little Flock and Rogers with light to moderate rain. It looks like this cell here north of Siloam Springs may go just north of town. Looks like it's fading though, so we'll see how that shakes out. There may be one developing here near Watts. Anything that does develop with this, though, doesn't pose a severe weather risk. So you're probably thinking or saying, and I don't have the comments pulled up right now, but if I did, I bet there's the two words, what about, and then you draw a line, you insert your town. Right? Maybe, maybe not. Let's find your town on a map and let's talk about it. This is going to be the HRRR model. This is the high resolution rapid refresh. Here's where we are right now. Here's where we're going. So these are the storms that are occurring now, right? So they're out there in northeast Oklahoma, southwest Missouri, and then jogging through time here, they fade, and you're thinking, okay, all of it missed this, right? Look at that complex rip into the southeast. Time on this, by the way, right here is midnight. Okay, so you've got the complex to the south, and then you have that line developing to the north in southeast Kansas. It is moving into a worked over air mass, so I'm curious to see how this evolves. It may limit some of the instability, I'm thinking, so the storms may not be as strong as they move in over areas that have been worked over with rain. This is about 1 in the morning. That complex is down there around Texarkana. Here comes 2, 3, and 4, and 5 in the morning, and you can see these scattered showers starting to fade after about 5 into 6 o'clock. This is 7 here, so most of it's all out of the area. So really, what we're looking at is this complex moving in from the northwest, or the front moving in from the northwest, and the complex moving west to east from the south. What I think is interesting is there's a little gap here between the front and the complex, at least simulated in the radar. That doesn't get much rain at all out of this, and it looks like Fort Smith may just end up with a little bit. Of course, it's just a model. You really don't want to get that granular on these on the computer model data, but take it for what it's worth. I think the bottom line is it's more broken than it is just a big area of rainfall where everybody sees storms all at once. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So to sum it up, bottom line, some showers across Benton and Washington County now, particularly Bentonville, Centerton, Rogers, and Bella Vista. Not much going on to the south. Later tonight, a complex affects southeast Oklahoma, more towards the Arklatex than LaFleur County or anything like that. And then the front moves into all of this after midnight, closer to about 2 or 3 in the morning. There could be severe storms on that. It should move out to the east, replace it with dry air, comfortable air in the wake of the front. So tomorrow, the clouds will be clearing, the sun will be coming out, and we'll probably see highs in the 80s with dry temperatures, some super comfortable weather. Looks really good for about 3 days. Rain chances are back Thursday, Friday, and Saturday late this upcoming week. I'll tell you though, it's an upper low. They don't act and behave the same way as the stuff that's going on now. So I think it's more scattered, and I think the severe risk is going to be lower. I think the flooding risk will be lower too, just because the storms will be crawling around all over the place. That's how it looks right now, anyway. All right, well, I'll keep an eye on the storms too, and I'll be with you through the overnight if something pops up. And hopefully we can get through this and take a breather for a couple days. Seems like the weather's been a little whack lately with all these showers and storms from here to there to Timbuktu and everywhere else. I'll catch you guys back here next time.